Ready. Black 22. Green, triple team.
The first down throw for Winston. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects? One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson, he's going to air one out. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready, slack 25. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
You tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Hey, 5-5-5.
Jameis to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
At the Seahawks 31-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To the air again with Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All go special. All go special. Good tight.
On 3rd down, Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one 28 yards on the ground. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Zebra, zebra.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On third down, Wilson. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
12. 19.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 27, Winston. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. But he's got his man, Marquise Brown, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Winston now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
54's Mike. Check. 54.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Right there. 54.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
5-0. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's got Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jameis again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. The 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Single, slot.
14, Friday.
Check it out.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Winston setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Carson. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch the ship.
They run again with Carson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now Wilson on first down. And the tight end Dixon left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
It's a game of 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 4. Tighten up. Tight guard.
Go left.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Wilson on third down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Jameis now on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Winston. Over the middle here to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the gun, Winston. And Cook has it, left side. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Winston. He uncorks it for Snead, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To the air again with Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Switch.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Listen.
Drop deep. Mike's 50.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, Ravens. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? You ready?
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54.
Jameis to throw it. caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, just like last play. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Alert. You gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third and short.
Marlon Humphrey on recovery.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
5
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go, baby.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First down, here's the run with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Ravens.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now, remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Push left.
Hold.
Check back.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 24. Jennings was the one he was looking for. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Ravens, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.